long show. We're not doing Laura Lee's show or intro, you know. This is the Glam Dolls show. So, welcome back, and thank you for everybody who is new here. I have a plethora of new subscribers thanks to my giveaway that I have going on right now. It is on my last video, which I will link for you guys somewhere around here within the next few seconds. I'm really shit at adding those up, like where to link the videos. Even though it should be pretty simple, I'm just awful at it. So I will link the video for you, and all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel and comment on that video. It is the Ipsy 2017 unbagging, and it should say giveaway on it if you want to go to my channel and find it, or you can look for the link around here. So yeah, and what you will win is a Carly Bible Deluxe Edition palette. Look guys, I said it on the first time. Yay! So yeah, you'll win that palette and a makeup bag full of goodies. Sorry, my earring is really bothering me. I don't think the back is on it right. Oof. Oh, that kind of pinches. Anyway, so yeah, that's what you will win. So good luck to everybody. That will be up for another about a week and a half, I believe. Yeah, I think we still have about a week and a half left. So you have plenty of time to enter, but don't wait till the last minute. And also, if you subscribe and then unsubscribe after the giveaway, you will not be eligible for future giveaways. I will be screenshotting all of the names who are here before and screenshotting all the names who are not here after. So yeah, that's just the way it's gonna be, because it's only fair for my loyal subscribers to win this palette. I'm doing this for you guys because you guys are the ones who are supporting me, and I can't thank you guys enough. I wish I had, you know, 100 and some odd palettes, however many subscribers I have, to give you each one, because I love every single one of you. But guess what, you guys? We're almost to our 200 mark too. I'm at like 130 something right now. I haven't checked really, but 70 more, which will go pretty quick, and we'll already be doing another giveaway. So I guarantee you, in a few more weeks, we will be doing another giveaway. So if you don't win this one, just hold on, because there will be another one coming in a couple more weeks. I promise you, promise you, promise you. So everybody in the next year, I'm sure, will have enough time to at least win one. So yeah. So anyways, let's get into our video for today. I do want to mention something though. I got a bunch of new lipsticks. I don't know if I mentioned on my last video, but this is one of the ones I got, and it is so freaking gorgeous. They've been out for a minute and I've seen them, but I didn't see this color, and I had so many mattes, and that's pretty much what the colors were in this range. They're by L'Oreal. They are the L'Oreal Color Riche matte lipsticks, and this one is in the color 709 Matte Jig, like magic, you know, it's really cute. And this is the color, obviously. And the one thing I really like about this color in particular is when you first put it on, it's really light. Watch, I'll swatch it for you. Like, it can almost be like a pastel purple, and then you can build it up. I don't know if you can see very well. You can build it up and get it much darker, like I have. Well, that doesn't really help, but yeah, it does go on much, much darker. It is so beautiful and so comfortable. I have a bunch of other nudes that I bought in this line, and what I love about them is they look so freaking matte, but they are so creamy. You don't feel like you're wearing a matte at all. They are phenomenal. Phenomenal. So if you haven't tried them, go pick them up. And I am like, the biggest draw for me was this matte black packaging with the little gold band. Just something so simple like that. It just looks so sleek and just so classy and classic that I was just like, oh my God, this is beautiful. I absolutely love it. It's just so pretty. Like, Stunning. Something so simple, you know. Well, anyway, so why we are here today. So I have been trying out, and I'm on the late train to this because I'll tell you why. It is the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir right here. That's what I tried out. I've been trying it out for about a week now, about a week and a half actually, a little over a week. I will be very honest, I wore CoverGirl a ton in high school. That's all I wore in high school, that and MAC, CoverGirl and MAC. There was like one eyeshadow that me and all my girlfriends wore. It was the champagne single eyeshadow, and we would build that up to our freaking eyebrows. And I remember because I didn't wear foundation or anything, I wore, sometimes I'd wear a little bit of powder, so they had this really nice like powder foundation that was in this long oval blue compact. I don't even remember what kind it's called. So I would wear that and that damn champagne freaking eyeshadow. You know, I want to do how I did my makeup in high school. You guys would die. I never penciled in my eyebrows or anything, and I already had pretty thin eyebrows as it was. Oh my god. And just a shit ton of like silvery eye makeup to my eyebrow and lip gloss and no foundation, no nothing else. So, but I wore a lot of CoverGirl back then. Well, as I got older and got into doing makeup and got trained into it, I found obviously higher end lines, well, department store lines. And I found that there were better quality things out there. And for me, when I did start wearing foundations, CoverGirl always ran very, very, very pink undertone. And I hate that. I like a more neutral yellowy undertone. I don't like the pink undertone. It just looked horrible. So I strayed away, and to be honest, and this is going to sound really bad, but I hated CoverGirl products for the longest time. So when I saw this baby come out and everybody dying over it, I'm like, no thank you, I'm good. It's CoverGirl. No thank you. So I just was not going to jump on that train. And then I was at Ulta and I was like, well, I need to find some new stuff to test out. What am I going to test out? What am I going to test out? I've been the queen of foundation testing, so I was leaning more towards another foundation. But for me, I feel like I've tried almost everything on the block, even before I got my channel. So I didn't want to try something or test out something for you guys that I've already tested before I ever had a channel. So this was left for me to test. Yeah. So I tried it, and I will let you know my thoughts on it after. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a tutorial, show you guys what it looks like when you're applying it. Is it full coverage? All that good stuff. And then I will share my thoughts at the end of this video on this. And there is a little tutorial in it. I got to use the lipstick in my Ipsy Glam bag this month, and it's by ColourPop, and it's in the color Glam bag. The reason why you don't see the look on me now is because I filmed this last night, got too tired to film my intro, so I was like, screw it, I'm gonna film it tomorrow, because I was filming at like 11 o'clock at night, almost midnight, after working all day. But this color is so beautiful. It's the color of the Ipsy envelopes. It's so beautiful. It's like a fuchsia purpley pink, and it's really bold and bright. And let me tell you, it was really comfortable. It's super matte. The only thing is, I don't think you can get it on the ColourPop website. I think this was only through Ipsy. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, or if anyone knows anywhere you can get it, because it is very beautiful, and I don't want to showcase too many products on my channel that you guys can't go pick up. I'm wondering if through Ipsy, like if you sign up for Ipsy, if you'll be able to go on and like buy it through them. But it is a very, very, very beautiful color, and the lippy sticks are only $6, I believe. I have quite a few of ColourPop's products. Their price range is amazing, so even if you can't get this color, I'm sure there's similar colors out there. This color actually reminds me a lot of Candy Yum Yum by MAC. As a matter of fact, I'm going to swatch them and see how they test. So if you can't get that one, get Candy Yum Yum if you want a really bright, bold fuchsia pink. Very pretty. So anyway, let's get into the tutorial. What I did is just a simple glammed up makeup look using the Vitalist Healthy Elixir. The claims on it says foundation with vitamins and sunscreen broad spectrum SPF 20. Which is great. I always love, and we're going to find out right now if it has flashback on because I got my lights and everything on right now. And then it also says lightweight, full coverage. This formula hydrates and includes a complex of SPF 20 vitamins and an antioxidant. So we'll see. It's supposed to make your skin better over time and pump vitamins into you and shield you from the sun. What can be better than that? So we'll try this out right now. I bought the color Classic Ivory. It seemed to match me pretty decently. It says it's got vitamin E, B3, and B5 in it. So yeah, let's get into the tutorial and then I'll let you know my thoughts at the end. All right, see you in a bit, guys. Reason we're all here, Healthy Vitalist Elixir by CoverGirl. So I have it in the color Cool Ivory, which was the best match for me. And I'm just going to blot it on my face using my beauty blender. And I took 2 pumps and it seems like that'll be enough for half of my face. I have been using this foundation for about a week and a half now. And I do like it. I've been testing it because I feel like on the first try, I can't really give you guys an honest review. I have tried other foundations on this channel that I liked at first, but after wearing it for a while, have hated and never used again. So I didn't want that to be the case with this one. So I wanted to wear it for a while before I absolutely reviewed it for you guys and, you know, just test it out and give it the full shot. So I filled it all over my face, and as you can see, there's still quite a bit peeking through. So I wanted to go in with round 2 and put on a second layer and see how this built up. Yeah, see how it built up, because it did say it was a full coverage foundation and I wasn't feeling that from the first round. So I still had, you know, sunspots and a little bit of acne spots peeking through. So I just wanted to see if it built up, and honestly, it really didn't. So I just wanted to throw in that this says full coverage, but it's not full coverage. I would say it's medium. I have a lot peeking through, and on my nose, it's having a hard time adhering to the tip of my nose, which a lot do. I do, however, like the glowy, healthy effect that it does have. But this is definitely not full coverage. I do like it though. I definitely like it. Everything else can be done with concealer, so I don't mind a little bit peeking through. I do like that it just made me all over even, and we'll see how it looks when I put powder on top of it. I'm going to go with my Tarte Shape Tape because it's what I use with everything, and you know, just go ahead and try to highlight and cover with this, which is why for me I'm putting on quite a bit, because I'm going to spread it all around my face and use it to highlight. And I put it over my sunspot that I have on my cheek right there to add a little bit more coverage, because like I said, what the foundation didn't cover, the concealer will. So I don't mind a medium or light coverage foundation. I just care that it gets my skin all one color, because that's my biggest problem that I have. I don't mind the other little things peeking through. So I'm just blending this all out, and then with the smaller side of the beauty blender, and then I'm going to flip it over to the fat side again that has a little bit left of the foundation, and just marry those two together. Now I'm going to go in with the Fit Me Loose Powder in the color Light. Because I've been wearing this foundation for about a week and a half, I do know how it wears, and this is definitely one you have to set. Now, I have dry skin, and even I have to set it, but around my nose does get a little oily through the day, and I do have some fine lines that foundations always sink into, so I am hardcore baking and setting all of the areas that are problem areas for me. So that's why it looks like I'm taking a butt ton of powder in those areas, and I'm just doing it in the center of my face. I'm going to use a different powder on the outside of my face because I don't need as much coverage and as thick of a powder on the outside. As I said, I'm using a different one for the outside, which is the Maybelline Master Fix. I love this stuff. It is a complete dupe for the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This stuff really blurs out any pores or texture you have. It really gives you a soft effect to your face, and I'm using this on the outside because it's so lightweight and I have dry skin and I don't want to make it look even drier, so I'm just taking a bunch of that and swirling it all over my face, and then I'm just going to blend it down my neck as well and set that area because this is a very, very dewy foundation and it doesn't dry down all the way. Take this NYX matte bronzer in the color dark. I've had this bronzer forever and I accidentally bought it in the wrong color, so I'm actually going to put it to use. I just found it and I'm going to go ahead and contour with it a little bit. This side of my cheek that I'm doing right now, it is so hard to contour because I have two different hollow points in that side of my cheek. I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but I have two different lines on that side. So I always F up on where to start my contour on that one, whereas this side is very easy. It's a very clear cut contour line for me, and then since this one is so dark, I'm just taking this into the parts that I really want contoured, and then I'm going to go back in with a lighter bronzer and kind of blend everything all out. So that's why I'm just taking it right there, and then I'm not blending it as much as I normally would. So I'm going to take this e.l.f. bronzer in the Naturally Bare, Naturally Beautiful Complete Face kit, and I love this kit. I have completely fallen in love with this one, you guys. If you have light to medium skin tone, this little palette kit is going to be phenomenal for you. I love the color of this bronzer, and those blushes that are in it are phenomenal, and even the highlight is pretty stunning. It's a mix between a natural highlight to a hardcore highlight. You can definitely build it up, but it's not going to be too much. So I'm also going to go ahead and contour my nose a little bit. I rarely do this, but since I'm contouring the rest of my face, I figured I would show you guys how I contour my nose. I'm using the Benefit Hoola Light bronzer to contour because it's not too dark. It's definitely a powder that you cannot fail. You cannot mess up with this color. It's not too bold, so the mistakes are, you know, it's not hard, or yeah, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Well, anyway, one of the mistakes I see a lot of girls make with contouring their nose is they don't blend it up into their eye socket, and that is the whole part of contouring. You don't want just a line down your nose. You want it to blend and give that shadow to your eyes and give it more depth. You don't want to just stop up your nose at the top of the bridge of your nose. And if you see me looking off, I'm watching the Lady Gaga 5'2" on Netflix. So sorry if it looks like I'm not paying attention. And then I'm just taking a little bit of that white powder that I use to bake under my eyes and driving that down the bridge of my nose as a highlight. And I'm also contouring the bottom of my lip because it creates a bigger pout and makes your lips look bigger. So then I'm going back in with the e.l.f. palette and using the blushes that are in there. And both colors are so beautiful. They are subtle, but give you just a nice wash, natural wash of color to your cheeks. This one wasn't going on as bright as I wanted, so I did put it on, but I think I also went in with the brighter color and went on top of that just to give me a little bit more color in my face. Now for my favorite part in the whole wide world, highlighter, yay! And I'm using the Makeup Revolution Goddess of Faith, and I'm taking a little bit of setting spray and just amping it up a little bit because I wanted a more foiled pop-in highlight. I went through about a week where I was wanting a natural highlight. Well, pop-in highlight Desiree is back. So this one is actually, all of the ones in this line by Makeup Revolution are so freaking pigmented. They're triple baked, and they are, even without the setting spray, are so pigmented. But to me, I like a more yellow champagne color, and this was a little bit too pink for the look that I wanted. So I went in with my Artist Couture and the one in Illuminati, and just went over that to give me a little bit more of a yellow gold, or the yellow champagne gold that I wanted, and that seemed to do the trick. But now I definitely have to blend it out because this is a lot of highlighter all over and not in the spots that I wanted. So basically I just went in after I put all of this on, and then I will run my bronzer brush over my cheeks to just blend everything out. Okay, also by Makeup Revolution is the Dark and Light Shade Palette. I believe that's what it's called, and it's the one that Kat Von D lost her shit over because it is a complete dupe for the Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D. Complete dupe. The colors are a complete knockoff. But I am glad I bought this palette. I actually bought this during a time that I couldn't afford to get her palette, and I absolutely love these colors. So even though Kat Von D was pissed about it, I am so glad there is a company like this that makes such amazing quality products that we can get, that, you know, when we can't afford a $50 or $60 palette, and we can go pick up one for $10. And I went through a phase where I just absolutely, it wasn't even so much that I couldn't afford Kat Von D's because I had her other products. It was more that for those colors I didn't want to spend that price. Anyway, so I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible color in, oh God, I'll have to link it on here because I don't have it with me while I'm doing my voiceover. Good job. And I tried with the brush, but it wasn't as pigmented, so I used my finger just to run this across my eyelid, and this is just a really pretty champagne color. If you cannot tell, champagne colors are my ish for highlights, for eyeshadows. They've just been, since high school, that's been what I use the most, and it just brightens up my eyes so much more. So I'm going to go back in with the black shadow, and we are going to just define the outer edge of our crease, and we're going to keep it a little bit lower than that grayish color, that grayish brown color, and just literally using that to define the outer rim. And if you have kind of hooded eyes like I do, don't take the black too far in because it will cut your eyes off. I literally like to just wrap it around on the outside and then just drag it in and blend it into my crease, and it will elongate your eyes a lot more if you don't bring it in too far into your eye. And if you bring it up and just blend it up in a little bit above where your crease is, that will also make your eyes appear larger. So that's just a little trick that I do. So with the grayish color, we're going to take this little tiny angled brush and run that along the bottom lash line, just as a transition color for the lash line. Now, I never used to use transition colors. I would just use the color that I wanted there, but I thank God I found that miracle. Just like the top eye, you need to do the same thing to the bottom, just to blend it all together. So then we're going to take on an angled brush, we're going to take the black and just run that along our lash line as well, and marry that up into the top outer corner of the upper lid, and just make sure that's all blended together. Time I've gone to the drugstore, I keep forgetting to pick up another black liner for me, and luckily when I was cleaning out my vanity, because I'm getting ready to have it as a space where I can record, I found this brand new Wet n Wild one I bought and don't even remember buying. I have way too much makeup when you're buying stuff and you don't even remember you have it. But anyway, it worked out because now I'm tight lining my eyes with it, the upper and lower lid, and it actually works pretty darn good. It's not as soft as I normally would like it, but it works, hey. And then I'm going to go in with the Essence Super Fine Line. You already know it's running out, so I was having a lot of troubles, and I think it's completely kaput. It's done. So I said to hell with it and had to grab my other one by Essence. And I was having trouble with this one because it's such a thicker brush. It's not very fine, and trying to do a cat eye with a thicker brush just does not work. It was creating such a pain, but you know, just went in and made it work, which is why this is so much thicker than I would normally do my cat eye with. I promise you guys, this is not normally how I line my eyes. This is just such a thick ass liner. There is nothing I could do to make this work for me, but I luckily was using very big, huge, dramatic lashes that had a thick band. So I guess it ended up working out, because in the end, you really couldn't tell how bad it was. Now for my lashes, I'm going in with the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I have been mascara hopping lately. I really found that the Maybelline Big Colossal one that I just bought in the gold tube, when I initially tried it, it was okay. I really find that I don't like it though, and I think it would work better for girls that have lashes, but this one and the Too Faced Better Than Sex works a lot better for me because I don't have lashes. The other one was just, I don't know, it just didn't work for me, and I really think it's just because I have 0 lashes. For lashes, I'm using the Pure Lashes in Bombshell. I got these in my BoxyCharm a month or 2 ago and have yet to use them. They are so beautiful though, but the reason I haven't used them is they're a lot gaudier than what I would
normally wear on a day-to-day basis. And because I'm a mom and a wifey, I don't go out a lot at night, so I don't really have a need right now to put on some big old lashes. But I figured for this look, hey, might as well. And they actually, once I put them on, they didn't look too like they're too much. Look how beautiful these lashes are. They're just so feathered out. I did need to trim them though. So for my lipstick, I'm going in with Glam Bag by ColourPop, and I got this in my Ipsy bag this month, and this color is so flippin' stunning, you guys. Oh my god, they did such a good job on this, and it's so matte, but it's so comfortable on your lips. Like, you literally feel like you're not even wearing lipstick. Look at that color. OMG, you guys. That is so freaking beautiful. The only thing I wish is I wish I had a lip liner that would go with this one. Other than that, this one is just so beautiful. It reminds me so much of MAC's Candy Yum Yum, which I also have. So I want to do a comparison side by side and, you know, just see how they look together if they are a dupe, because they really remind me of each other. Our last little touch, we need to put on some setting spray. So I'm using the one I got in my BoxyCharm and just spraying that all over my face. And here is the final makeup look with the Healthy Elixir, Vitalist Elixir from CoverGirl. As you can see, it looks very, very nice, even with a ton of powder on top of it. And you still have kind of a dewiness that peeks through.
Okay, so here are my thoughts on this baby. Like I said, I've been wearing it about a week and a half, and I really have enjoyed it. As I noted in the tutorial, it is not full coverage. I built it up with 2 layers just to see if it was full coverage. It is definitely not. It built up to more of a medium coverage. Everything on my face did poke through. I'm wearing it right now. That's the one thing I do have on from last night. Right now is the same way I did my powder. Everything is all the same. I do like that it doesn't feel heavy at all. They were right about that. I don't really like the smell of it. I'm very sensitive to the smells of my makeup, and that I just can't get around. The smell kind of makes me nauseous, but after you put it on, you can't smell it anymore after a little while. It's just the initial while I'm putting it on with my beauty blender. And even after I wash my beauty blender, I still kind of smell it. But anyway, that's besides the point. It is lightweight, and I don't mind a medium coverage foundation because anything else I can cover up with concealer. I will say that it is not matte at all. It doesn't dry down. It's definitely very hydrating, and because I have very, very, very dry skin on my outer part of my face, and then pretty oily around my T-zone lately. This was definitely great on the outer part of my face. I did have a problem with it adhering to my nose. So if you have oily skin, I don't think you're gonna really enjoy this foundation unless you set it down hardcore. So you're definitely gonna have to use a setting powder with this. It did sink into my fine lines and crease around my face pretty bad around here. I've had this on all day. I even took a nap with it, and I mean, it for what it is, it stayed up pretty well. Will I wear this again? Absolutely. Is it my favorite? Absolutely not. But it's not a bad foundation. I do like it, and I do see why other people do like it. And then what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, the color. They have definitely stepped their game up from the pinky undertones they used to have. This did not draw very pink. It was very neutral undertone, but it wasn't overly pink like their old ones used to be. So they did a good job there. And as far as wear goes, like I said, I've had this on all day. It is starting to get pretty oily around my nose. I can definitely feel it. It's like an oil bucket around here. And I put a ton of powder on too. So, and I'm someone who has dry skin, but it is pretty oily around here. But I normally don't have a big oil bucket at the end of the day. So I would say you could wear this for about 8 hours and feel confident. Would I say this is a 10, 12, 15-hour makeup? No. But could you wear this to work and be fine? Yes. I do recommend maybe touching up around your nose if you're like me and have an oily T-zone. Touch up around your nose with a little bit of powder and you'll be fine. Absolutely. So overall, I did like this. This is a good foundation. It is approved by me. I will use it again. It's not a favorite, so I'm not going to go rush out to get it, but if I have it and if it's on sale or, you know, I will wear it. I will definitely finish the bottle off, that's for sure. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys like the look that I did. Again, the giveaway is on my other video, so on the giveaway video right before this one, so go enter if you haven't. And again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for the upcoming videos that are going to announce the giveaway. So yes, I will see you guys all on Tuesday. All right, bye guys.